Yeah. This is NoWintertodt, my efficient Ironman account. I say efficient in quotes because true efficiency would probably be immediately doing Wintertodt to 99 firemaking, then unlocking Barbarian fishing and doing that all the way to 99. However, not only does that sound incredibly boring, it would also take around 300 hours to get to that point. Instead, this route maximizes efficiency as much as possible from the very beginning through overlapping quests and diary tasks to level up, while simultaneously unlocking various transport methods and aiming to minimize both skill and gold grinding wherever possible. I'm aware the OSRS wiki has an optimal quest guide, but I specifically chose not to look it up when creating my route, partly because I believe it was made for standard accounts with no trade restrictions, but mainly because I wanted to challenge myself by creating a route based on my own knowledge of the game, one that capitalized on more than just quests.
Hello. We last left off home teleporting to Lumbridge, so now we just need to head up to the castle and pull out the stuff for another cook's quest, as well as the first part of RFD and fishing contest. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have any fishing bait, which is needed for the Goblin subquest of RFD. I updated my route to include where I should have bought it in Port Sarim, but I have no idea why I didn't purchase it until this point. So, I'm going to run to Port Sarim to just buy the fishing bait so that I can get back to Lumbridge and continue on. There is an alternative that I figured out. You could try to kill muggers behind Lumbridge Bank, and the maggots have a pretty good drop rate. However, after killing 6, nothing worked out, so I just decided to run to Port Sarim anyway. Hey, we're back. It's like it never even happened. So now we need to pull out the stuff for the Another Cook's Quest, as well as the RFD Goblin subquest and fishing contest. I don't believe we need the fishing pass out, just the trophy, but I'm going to bring it just in case. Now let's head downstairs to start Another Cook's Quest. After handing over the items, we can walk right through the door, watch the cutscene to start the Recipe for Disaster quest, and then talk to the Goblin Generals to be on our way. Alright, let's continue on with the other quests. We'll minigame teleport to Bertholt, run south to start the Death Plateau, run further south to finish fishing contest for another 2400 fishing experience, and unlocking access to the tunnel shortcut, which we use for Recipe for Disaster Dwarves subquest. After that, we're going to head southeast to the Lady of the Lake to continue Merlin's Crystal, and finally northeast to Goblin Village to get the Slop of Compromise for the first subquest. I forgot the charcoal. Okay, I'm going to go grab that, and we'll pretend like it never happened. See what I mean? Back already. So all we have to do is give him the items, get the Slop of Compromise, home teleport to Lumbridge, and use it on the Goblin Generals to fulfill the quest, awarding us with 1 quest point and 1000 cooking, crafting, and farming experience each, as well as a little more access to the Colonromancer's chest, which we happen to need in just a moment. So we've got level 9 farming now, and we need 13 to be able to plant a jute seed for the Kandaren Easy Diary. Looking up quests, I imagine the way things will go is we'll work a little allotment planting into our route, because I don't think we'll be getting Fairy Tale done by then, but we'll have to see. Alright, before leaving, we need to start the Mountain Dwarf as well as the Pirate Pete subquests of RFD, though we're not going to do them just now, especially since we need at least 41 crafting to make the fishbowl helmet for the Pirate Pete subquest. However, now we're going to go downstairs to the Colonromancer's chest in order to purchase an egg, bucket of milk, and pot of flour, as well as a bowl to fill with water for the Mountain Dwarf subquest. And I always like to buy a couple grapes when we're down here, as each grape is only 1 coin, and ideally becomes 200 cooking experience when turned into a wine. That's a damn good deal. Remember to fill your bowl with water, and then bank again, pull out 10 coins, boots of lightness, maybe a bucket of milk for the cat, and then head over through Alcarid into the Shanty Pass. Okay, we'll actually be in the Alcarid and desert area later, but for now we're just passing through to prepare for that ahead of time, and then utilize the Shanty Pass to teleport us to Port Sarim. So, before leaving, pull out your coins, and buy a few Shanty Passes, full desert robes for a diary task, as well as I have a clue scroll step that requires the shirt, and of course for desert protection, and some water skins as well. After that, pull out your mage gear as well as your runes, cakes, and a piece of bread to continue Merlin's Crystal, and then have Shantae throw you in jail to get sent to Port Sarum's maximum security prison, which we're just going to lockpick our way out of. Alright, after that we're going to head north. If you need to, go to the fishing shop and purchase some sardines for your kitten. By probably our next or maybe 2 kittens after this one, we'll be able to have karabwanji, which are stackable, so that'll be a lot easier as we don't have to keep buying sardines, but for now, this is what we've got. After that, head north to the jewelry shop to continue Merlin's crystal and get Excalibur. Alright, after that we're going to head north. If you need to, go to the fishing shop and purchase some sardines for your kitten. By probably our next or maybe 2 kittens after this one, we'll be able to have karabwanji, which are stackable, so that'll be a lot easier as we don't have to keep buying sardines, but for now, this is what we've got. After that, head north to the jewelry shop to continue Merlin's crystal and get Excalibur. Alright, after that we're going to head north. If you need to, go to the fishing shop and purchase some sardines for your kitten. But of course, we've got over 40 attack, meaning we can wield a rune scimitar. And at some point before Shadow of the Storm and Dragon Slayer, I'd like to get my magic up to 41, or at least 40, to be able to use Wind Blast on the stronger monsters during those quests. In order to do so, I'm going to train my magic at the Zamorak Warriors outside of the Orania altar because they have a 1 in 50 drop rate, which is way better than the 1 in 128 drop rate on Fire Giants, which is what people used to mage in the past. They also have a very common chance to drop 100 coins, which will help in recouping at least some of the rune cost. However, what I just discussed isn't actually going to happen for some time, and in the meantime we need to focus on lower level things, such as killing these elemental wizards for their respective talismans. We need 1 Earth Talisman, which we were lucky to get when we killed men in Edgeville, for the Varrock Easy Diary task, and we need 1 Water Talisman for the Lumbridge Easy Diary task. That's the bare minimum. Now, we likely need at least 1 more because after we do the Lumbridge and Varrock Easy Diary tasks, we need to try and make a mud rune for Eyes of Gluffery. And when binding runes, you only have a 50% chance of success without the binding necklace. So we need as many talismans as we can get. However, I'm only going to use about half my runes since I don't want to run out. Luckily, within 250 casts, I was able to get 1 water talisman, but unfortunately that's it. So luckily, in combination with the earth talisman we already have, we've got 1 chance at making the mud rune post diary tasks. So if it happens to not work out, I guess we'll be back here at some point. So now we need to head back into Port Sarum and talk to Veos to sail to Corin, because now that we have the Bowl of Stew and we're near Corin, we're going to finish the Queen of Thieves quest because it gives a little bit of money, a little bit of thieving XP, and unlocks the first teleport to Corin via Corette's Memoirs. Back at the docks, head all the way north to Port Piscarilius Bank and pull out your Boots of Lightness, Sardines, and Stew to continue the Queen of Thieves quest. While in the Warrens, trade the shopkeeper to satisfy an Easy Diary task. I will note that I'm not going to focus on the Corin and Kebos Easy Diary right now because it requires almost 10k, level 25 construction, and favor in 2 houses. So either I'd have to sacrifice favor in Piscarilius or I need to get that to 100% and lock it in, which is a much better option. This just in. Remember to read your patch notes, everybody. I didn't play at the time, but apparently in February of 2019 when X Marks the Spot came out, they made it so that you no longer lose favor, which is awesome because now I can use the certificate on Piscarilius, can get 1500, then come back in 100% favor, and also we can start getting Shazian favor up so that we can do Tale of the Righteous sooner and get that sweet 8k. What'll also be nice about getting Shazian favor is being able to kill Lizardmen, which can drop the Xeric's Talisman, which will allow us to get several more unlocks around Zeah, making it easier to finish the Corin and Kebos Easy Diary. Also, the Lizardmen can drop Xeric's Fabric, which we can use to make salad robes to finally have a little more magic attack bonus than just wearing nothing. Upon finishing the Queen of Thieves quest, we get 1 quest point, 2k coins, 2k thieving experience, a favor certificate, and a memoir page. This is the favor certificate I just mentioned a bit ago, and instead of putting it in the bank like I am because I was under the impression you could lose favor, you can use it right away because you don't have to worry about it. Boom, second cat. Now we can trade that in for 200 death runes. Gonna have to fit that in somewhere soon. How about right now? We'll take the Ardy Cape teleport to the monastery, go to West Ardy, turn the cat in for 200 death runes, chronicle, go north, purchase a new cat, and then go west to Falador. If my kitten didn't happen to turn into a cat, what I would do is pull out my magic gear again, and my coins, and my runes, and some food, go back to Port Sarum to kill more elemental wizards to try and get one more talisman. Because we just got 2k from the Queen of Thieves quest, I would go to the rune shop in Port Sarum to buy some more runes, and then after that, head north to Falador to meet up with what I'm doing in my route. I do decide to get some runes on the way, however, we will be in Varrock again really soon without needing any runes before then, so it would have been better to do that then. Oh well. Now we need to run all the way west to Falador or use the minigame teleport to the games room and then run south from Berthorpe. Continue the RFD Dwarves subquest in the bar, and before we leave, make sure you have your pot of flour, bowl of water, bucket of milk, and egg, as well as a pair of gloves, because if you do not wear a pair of gloves, when you go to pick up the rock cake that we have the dwarf make, it'll hurt you, and you'll lose all the items and have to do it again. After that, head northwest of Falador to the tunnel under White Wolf Mountain, have the guy make you the rock cake. I'm choosing to pick up a few dwarven stouts, as for the Karamja Easy Diary task, it requires level 40 mining. We currently only have 36, so we can get 39, use the dwarven stout for a +1 boost to do the diary task so that we don't have to grind out that last level. Head on east to Ice Mountain to kill an ice fiend in order to cool the rock cake, then head north through the monastery to talk to Dadbod Dragon Daddy, Oziak, to continue Dragon Slayer. After that, we're going to head to the bank, pull out only a slash weapon, and then take the lever to the south back into the wilderness. Hey everybody. I know this video is a few minutes shorter than the past ones I've uploaded, but I'm testing something out where they're going to be a little bit shorter, but I'm hoping to have them out faster, so that way there's going to be a more regular schedule of content. Let me know what you think, and thanks again for watching.